This reading starts off strong. You are represented by the Six of Wands, and it's clarified by the Sun. So in a way, I feel like you've reached an accomplishment of some kind. You may be recognized in some way. You could just be feeling very on top of the world. Also very motivated. You're crossed with the Devil. This could also be a Capricorn influence, but I think that you're determined to evolve in your life, basically. You're also maybe, with the Hermit on ground level, you may be doing a lot of internal reflection. You could be overcoming vice or insecurities or just sort of binding energy. I feel like something has sort of come to a sense of completion behind you. A cycle has closed out, or a foundation has been laid into a new direction. Because you're very determined to let go of the things that aren't working for you anymore. It's like you're sort of getting more serious with yourself, I would say. You're drawing that line in the sand that will allow you to progress. You're doing what needs to be done. Because, you know, from your perspective, there's anxiety around choices, maybe about going the right direction, the wrong direction, or maybe about a person, because you do have Judgment, the Two of Cups on your mind, so you may be paying attention to your relationships, what's beneficial, what isn't. But I feel like you're choosing to you understand that you're close to letting go of whatever this burden is that you carry. And it's sort of a matter of just not holding on to it anymore. This could be something that sort of caused pain, or there maybe is someone around you who's in pain. Because there's almost this sense of pause towards understanding in the outside influence. Because even here in the outcome, there is celebration and there is clarity, but it's like you're holding on to fear or some sort of stuck energy for no reason. And I think in a way you're conscious of this. I think that it's something that you're working through, and you do, especially with this Emperor and the Eight of Cups ahead of you. I don't think it'll necessarily be an overnight process, but you're restoring your inner temple. You're addressing your ways of thinking and doing things. Evolving. Now, there could be someone, say you left behind a person, that sort of seems like, I don't know, maybe waiting for answers of some kind. You could receive communication potentially. But again, I don't want to linger on the outside energy too much, because I think that this could be something that you're moving past. And you know, it's also important to remember that you're in an adjustment period potentially, especially if you're starting off this whole new cycle for yourself. Sometimes it can be awkward, and sometimes we don't know how things are going to go, especially if you've had disappointment in the past. It's like, you know, I think what you're sort of setting your mind towards is looking for the best and looking towards the best, and also again sort of setting that bar for yourself and not accepting less. And so that's all on the right track. You can't really go wrong with that formula, you know. I want to pull another spread, but I do want to take a moment to promote my Patreon. That is where all the extended versions of these readings go, as well as other exclusive content, monthly art prints. It is a great way to support me as an independent artist and creative. If you want to work with me on a personal level, I have several options for personal readings available in my shop, as well as artwork. And yeah. You know, don't hold yourself back or dial yourself down for the sake of others who may be observing or something. Because I feel like you sort of have a lot of pressure on you. And maybe an opportunity that's crossing you that has a lot more potential than you maybe even realize. You might be sort of doubting it right now. And I think a lot of this will be about working through that. And you know, allow yourself to shine. Don't fear competition, or don't fear, or if you sort of have someone that you're trying not to offend or something, I don't know, try not to worry about being overly careful or overly polite. Because I also feel like it's perfectly justified for you to sort of step in this new direction with this sense of healing and happiness and being just as happy as you are. You don't really have to be concerned with the opinions of others here, because I feel like that somehow factors in and ultimately could, I don't want to say maybe hinder your experience, but at the very least it sort of is putting this damper on it, because it's sort of putting this black cloud in your thoughts, which your thoughts are where everything starts. So, you know, this sense of healing and relief and new chapter, fully start embracing that and stop looking at anything kind of outside of that, especially things that are behind you, you know? And it's not to say not to look at it, it's just I don't think it's productive or particularly serving you right now to look at it. Especially not if there's a sense of guilt or anything like that, like let anything like that go. Or fear for that matter. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing here. I do feel like there could be sort of a shocking understanding for someone else. You know, maybe you're trying to, I don't know what that is, like what that outside influence is, that it's sort of taking up so much concern, but don't worry so much. You know, you've had to sort of hold strength for some time, and this has made you into a stronger character, basically, needing to hold faith and, you know, weathering the storms, so to speak, and never really surrendering or compromising your wholehearted vision, right? And this is what's bringing you forward to, like, this creative inspiration or whirlwind or sense of fulfillment. Everything that's sort of behind you, or these, you know, you've learned the lessons, you've taken on the new understandings, and so it's time to proceed forward. There is no looking back. There's no more none of that. The cards are really encouraging you to proceed forward, and happily so. So I'm going to take this to the extended reading on my Patreon. If you want to join us over there, awesome. If not, I'll see you next time. So to access all that stuff, it's in the description below. My website, my Patreon, all that stuff. I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you have a great day.